to throw. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
A good hold in these red conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Drops it to Jones into flat. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Xavier McKinney in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Touchdown, Vikings! Marvin Mims from 19 yards away. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week. Plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It got his man, complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Packers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. If we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And then really that could bring us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson.
34 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
Pushing his way through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And a route is on here. this first half.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mims in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. No one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Vikings first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this one complete again to Mims.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Gain of 13 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson on for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be...
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Packers just continue to roll.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Bob had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And now here's another interception.
And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Great effort there. 35 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson.
A big play there for Minnesota. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the
touchdown, Vikings.
Marvin Mims.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on in the street game.